Assignment 4 asks you to look at the influence of organized interests, so interest groups that give money to the campaigns of congresspersons. So you're asked to look for and find a list of the special interest groups that have contributed to the campaigns of 2 of your members over their careers in Congress. You need to choose members who have served at least 2 terms because the longer they've served, the more they will be in a relationship with some of these interest groups. And then write a 1-page analysis of their contribution, of their contributors. So thinking about, is this the organizations you expected? Is this in line with the kind of things that your senator or rep is interested in, the committees they're on? Are you surprised? Are some of the organizations on different sides of an issue that you would expect for this person? And did the contributors change over time? So let's look at a few resources that will help you to answer those questions. OpenSecrets.org is a reputable site. People gather information from them. And so I searched for my senator, Barbara Boxer, and it comes up with a summary, and it gives some information right down here. So it tells you a little bit about how much she's raised overall, which is quite a lot. And then it gives you a list of the top 5 contributors, as well as the top 5 industries, so categories of those issues. So I know she's from California, so it's not shocking to see the University of California. California is the land of entertainment, so I see 21st Century Fox. That makes sense. The League of Conservation Voters also makes sense. She's a Democrat. Democrats tend to be on the conservation side of things, as well as California is a land with a lot of national parks, so this makes sense. And many down here too, women's issues, right? As a woman senator and Democratic senator, these things that is in line with what I would expect. And then to find out how it's changed over time, up here you have the option of going through and seeing the changes. And you can even select career. It'll show the top 5 industries, so it doesn't show as much year by year. So you might want to go through and choose as you go. So the other thing that's interesting is this website here, and this is part of the reason why we're looking at it and addressing this as an issue dealing with Congress. A site called maplight.org, and its purpose, so it certainly has a bias, but revealing money's influence on politics. So it shows 2 gentlemen here, and it says it's talking about how the government is collecting phone information, and so the president had just announced support for ending bulk collection of phone records. And then these 2 representatives, the chairman and ranking members of the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, so the part of the government that does collect your information, introduced a bill that would lower the standards for the government to collect data on individuals, meaning it would make it even easier for them to collect data. And then it raises the question, how much money has Rogers and Ruppersberg received from top intelligence service contractors since January 1st, 2005? And it spells it right out for you. So it really helps to raise the question of how are these contributors influencing the kinds of bills that these Congress members introduce and how they vote. So you can even search for your senator. I searched for Barbara Boxer, and it shows her top contributors, but this is basically the same information, and they even got the data from OpenSecrets.org. But if you go to Money Near Votes, and it even will spell this out for you. It shows interest groups supporting or opposing a bill gave these contributions to Barbara Boxer within 30 days of her vote on that bill. So It shows a pro-Israel interest group wishing for her to support. They give her $1,000, and that same day she votes yes on that bill. And it goes on and on. Women's issues, right? They're in support of a certain bill. They give $200 that day. She votes yes on that bill. It's not to say she's not thinking for herself, but it's an interesting analysis point to think about how money talks and how does money influence these politicians. So that's what I'm asking you to look at and analyze in this assignment.